Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code 30 at checkout for 5% off. The link for their website will be right at the top of the description. What's going on, guys? Today we are updating the safety tier list, but before we hop into it, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so that subscribe button and turn notifications. We post daily Madden 21 content. And also, do not forget to hit that like button, and also leave a link for my Twitch channel down in the description. I'll be live tomorrow night. Won't be live tonight because there's the 2 Monday Night Football games, but I'll be live tomorrow night or tomorrow during the day. I'm not really too sure what time I'll be live, but for sure there will be a live stream tomorrow night at some point. I'll probably play viewers or I'll just play some head-to-head. I'm not really too sure yet, but not live tonight, but I'll be live tomorrow. But yeah, that's enough talking. Let's hop right into it. All right, so here is the original tier list. I believe we made this tier list at around launch or around the MUT Superstar promo because we have Tyrann Mathieu, Minka Fitzpatrick on here as well as Atwater. So it couldn't have been at exactly launch. I think it may have been a little bit after launch. But as you can tell, the safety landscape has changed a whole lot in this game. So here is the updated tier list. I kind of reclassed these cards as to how they would play in the game today. I mean, obviously there's a lot of changes in the gameplay since launch. I mean, since that tier list has been made, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So there were some big movers, like Eric Weddle's now down at C tier. Like he was A tier. Yeah, he was A tier on the original list. Now he's, C tier. So there are a lot of movers. We still have Isaiah Simmons at S tier though. Still an amazing card with Tyrann Mathieu, Adrian Wilson A tier. B tier we got Steve Atwater, Bob Sanders, Terrell Edmonds. C tier, like I said, Weddle, Minka, Jeremy Chin, Grant Delpit, Xavier Woods. And D tier, Harrison Smith, Ronnie Lott, Devin McCourty, Malcolm Jenkins, Antoine Winfield, Ronnie Harrison, Von Bell, and Kendall Fuller round out D tier. So yeah, that's not talking. Let's just hop into the tier list. Let's start off with Brian Dawkins. Let's do it. All right, so here is 91 overall free safety Brian Dawkins with 88 speed, 88 acceleration, 88 tackling, 90 play rec, 89 pursuit, 77 man with 89 zone and 90 hit power. And we all know how Brian Dawkins plays. This dude's a hard-hitting safety that can play great zone coverage. He's not gonna have like 92 speed or anything too crazy like that, but 88 speed, still very good. This guy's amazing in the run game. So when you see him on the field, you kind of don't want to run his way, and when you see him in coverage, you don't even want to throw his way because now this guy has good animations. He's 6 foot. Brian Dawkins just always plays well in MUT. He's one of those cards that you always kind of want to have on your team. And for that reason, I think Brian Dawkins is S tier. We're gonna put him right up there next to Isaiah Simmons. I mean, it's hard to debate that this dude's anything worse than S tier. This card's amazing, dude. He's absolutely amazing. All right, so here is 91 overall free safety Micah Hyde. And I think that Micah Hyde is the best free safety in the game right now. I mean, he's got 90 speed, 90 acceleration with 82 tackling, 93 play rec, 87 pursuit with 88 man, 93 zone, and has 58 hit power. So 58 hit power is usually terrible. Like, you don't want to get a guy with that bad of hit power. But the way the game plays this year, hit power doesn't really matter. I mean, I can land hit six with some cornerbacks. They're causing fumbles. I feel like hit power is not as important as it was last year. And I know a lot of you guys don't really know much about this card because you haven't seen him. You haven't faced him because, one, he's very expensive, and two, he doesn't have a redux yet. You can't use your power pass on him yet. So I feel like once he either gets a redux or we get his power up pass, whichever comes first, you're going to see a lot more of this card, and you're going to hate to face this card. If you chem this guy up, you can get him up to like 92 speed, easily 92 speed, not even with a theme team. And you can also easily get this guy to like 98 zone, 99 zone, which is ridiculous. Micah Hyde, just an all-around monster. He has the speed, has the zone, can play man. Like, really, just this card really just can't do anything wrong besides the hit power. The one thing that's wrong with this card is the hit power, and I get it. A lot of you guys like the hit sticks, and they look cool and stuff like that. But I'm telling you right now, the way Madden 21 plays, it's a perfect Madden for Micah Hyde to strive in. And for that reason, Micah Hyde, top of S tier. Just an all-around monster, man. The few times that I have faced him, it's been hell. Even his power-up card is just amazing. Micah Hyde, yeah, top safety in the game right now. All right, so next up is the first strong safety we're looking at today, and that's 91 Taylor Mays with 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 92 tackling, 87 play rec, 90 pursuit, 79 man, 87 zone with a 92 hit power. And, I mean, there's a reason why Taylor Mays is everyone's favorite user every year in MUT that he's been in the game. I mean, this dude's 6'3", can jump to the ceiling. It's great animations. It's great against the run as well. And also, if you don't want to use it with this guy, he still makes plays. Like, for me, I kind of play him in that like center field position. Like I just have him run deep on zones. I have him sometimes play outside zones. I kind of play him everywhere to kind of give the person I'm facing like different looks and stuff, because you can tell that people just fear Taylor Mays. Like they see Taylor Mays on the field and they don't want to throw his way. So I mean, Taylor Mays is one of the more intimidating cards in the game, and one of those guys that can just always make plays for you. It doesn't matter where you put him on the field. I think Taylor Mays is S tier. Just the card's just amazing, man. I mean, if you want to improve your defense, go try out Taylor Mays, man. I don't know what else to say, dude. This card's just absolutely amazing, bro. All right, so here is strong safety John Lynch. I believe I'm on public record hating on this card. I think it might be for good reason, honestly, because John Lynch, 86 speed, 87 acceleration, 89 tackling, 90 play rec with 89 pursuit, 76 man, 87 zone with 91 hit power. John Lynch is kind of just like a slower and much worse Taylor Mays. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, John Lynch, I think he's probably B tier, man. Not a great card. I wouldn't touch this card with a 10-foot pole. When I see John Lynch on the field, I usually throw his way or try to run a beater his way, because the card's just not fast enough, man. And like, if you see this guy on the field, I'm telling you, just bully him, bro. Bully him at all costs. But to be honest, he's not that bad. He's not that bad. I don't know why I hate this card so much, but I'm going to put John Lynch at B tier. I got to stop hating on this card. All right, next up is strong safety, 90 overall Jamal Adams with 89 speed, 88 acceleration, 84 tackling, 90 play reg, 90 pursuit, 87 man, 90 zone, and 92 hit power. And I mean, Jamal Adams, it's hard to argue this guy isn't one of the best safeties in the game right now. I mean, if you used Jamal Adams last year in MUT, you know how good this card plays. For some reason, he always plays over his overall, man. Like, this card is always just amazing. I'm not sure if it's the animations or what, but for some reason, also I've noticed whenever I play this card, is that Jamal Adams lands hit stick animations more than anyone else in the game. And I mean, like, when you're not even trying to. Like, the guy can be clicked off on his cornerback, and this Jamal Adams card will just run downhill and just hit stick my running back no matter what happens. Like, I'm always afraid to face this dude. And honestly, I think he's probably one of the best options to use your 90 overall power pass on. So for that reason, you got to put Jamal Adams. As much as I don't like the guy in real life because he screwed over the Jets, he's S tier, man. One of the best safeties in the game right now. Can play man, can play zone, can stop the run. He's 6'1", good athleticism and stuff like that. So you got to put Jamal Adams at S tier, man, without question. The card's amazing. All right, so now we're looking at strong safety Duron James with 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 81 tackling, 87 play rec, 85 pursuit, 85 man, 87 zone with an 88 hit power. And I actually use this card on my team. I use him at free safety. And this card plays amazing, bro. I'm not sure if it's because of his size and his jumping together, or maybe it's his zone coverage, but this dude is everywhere around the ball, man. He's everywhere around the ball. When the ball's in the air, anywhere on the right side of the field where he's playing, he's either making the tackle or slotting the ball or making the interception. The card has great animations. Definitely a card I recommend. And the fact you can even get this guy for around like 100K is absolutely amazing. So if you don't have Duron James on your team, I recommend you go out and get him. You don't have to power him up, but it obviously would help. But this Duron James card, without question, I think he's top of A tier. I can't put him at S tier because there are some stats that I just would like to see a little bit higher. But I do think Duron James is high A tier, low S tier without question. All right, so the next card we're looking at is free safety Justin Simmons with 87 speed, 90 acceleration, 76 tackling, 88 play rec, 88 pursuit with 91 man or 81 man, 88 zone, and 77 hit power. Okay, so Justin Simmons, the dude is 6'2", has 92 jumping as well. So actually a pretty good user, believe it or not. And I don't know, I wish his coverage was a little bit faster. If he was a little bit faster, I feel like I could definitely put him like higher on A tier. I do think he's definitely an A tier player. I mean, looking at the speed, it does hurt a little bit, like I said, but the size, the zone coverage, and the play rec and stuff like that, I feel like this card has to be somewhere in the A tier area. I'll probably put him behind Adrian Wilson, because I like Adrian Wilson a little bit better than this card, honestly. But Justin Simmons actually not a bad option at safety. All right, so next up is strong safety Chuck Clark with 89 speed, 92 acceleration, 83 tackling, 87 play rec, 85 pursuit with 80 man, 86 zone, and 88 hit power. Okay, so Chuck Clark, kind of an all-around solid card, honestly. There's no stat that really is kind of lacking in my opinion. Has good speed, good acceleration, good height as well at 6 foot. Yeah, Chuck Clark, a very good card, but is it enough to put him at S tier? I don't think so. I would say Chuck Clark kind of probably better than Adrian Wilson, but I'll put him in around this A tier area. An absolutely amazing card though. Especially even power this guy up. I mean, 90 speed with 93 acceleration. Run lockdown on him as well. Get that zone coverage up a little bit. I mean, this guy's gonna play very, very good for you, but it's just not. He's just not at that S tier level, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put Chuck Clark at A. All right. So next up is strong safety John Johnson, which is a very interesting name, but 86 speed, 91 acceleration, 82 tackling, 88 play rec, 86 pursuit with 82 man, 88 zone, and 84 hit power. Okay, so I mean, this card is 6 foot, so he has good size, but 86 speed, man. I mean, 86 speed. I don't know if running this card is ever gonna be worth it. Like, I don't know. I'm putting him right next to John Lynch, bro. I feel like these two cards would play the exact same. But yeah, John Johnson, he's B tier with 86 speed, man. The card just isn't. He just isn't great, man. All right, so now we have free safety Marcus Maye with 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 80 tackling, 87 play rec, 84 pursuit with 83 man, 89 zone, and 85 hit power. So, in my opinion, I think Marcus Maye is probably one of the top 2 best standout safeties that we've got. I mean, look at his speed. He's 6 foot, kind of can lay some lumber as well with 85 hit power, but I like this card because of that speed, acceleration, and zone combination. Yeah, I mean, I've faced this card a few times. The card plays amazing. I've yet to try him out, but I mean, looking at these stats, there's just no way this card would not fit on anyone's team. Just can kind of do everything very well. So for that reason, I'm gonna put Marcus Maye. I'm gonna put him at A tier as well. I think he's definitely a top safety, probably like a top 15 safety in the game right now. Marcus Maye, this card is absolutely amazing. All right, so next up is 89 overall Duron Harmon with 88 speed, 89 acceleration, 78 tackling, 91 play rec, 74 pursuit with 85 man, 93 zone, and 81 hit power. So the reason why this card is so good is because of that zone coverage. The fact that with lockdown chemistry, you can get this guy up near 98 zone coverage is absolutely amazing. And even with 93 zone coverage, this card's still going to play amazing for you. Like even having that zone coverage at this point of the year is absolutely amazing. I mean, the dude's going to react super quick to basically any throw that is made while he's in zone coverage. And also having that good of zone coverage is kind of going to cover up the fact that he's not an elite speedster in the game right now. So in my opinion, this card is kind of just like a budget version of Micah Hyde. But I can't put him at S tier because he's not that good against the run, man. I mean, with 74 pursuit, he's not going to be that elite run stopper that all these guys at S tier are. But I can put him at A tier. I do think he's probably the best A tier safety right now. I mean, Duron Harmon, man, I faced him a few times, and this card just reacts faster than any card I've ever seen in this game, man. I mean, I faced Micah Hyde, I faced Duron Harmon, and they both kind of feel the same. But if you need help in coverage, I recommend you go out there and you go get Duron Harmon. All right, so now we have 89 overall Kenny Vaccaro with 86 speed, 91 acceleration, 86 tackling with 88 play rec, 89 pursuit, 77 man, 83 zone, and 90 hit power. Okay, so Kenny Vaccaro cannot play coverage. He just can't play coverage, and I feel like I'd rather have a better coverage safety than a better run stopping safety. In my opinion, that's kind of what I value more. Especially with how hard defense is to play this year, you kind of need to have those good zone cover safeties that can also kind of stop the run. And even with 86 speed, if this card maybe had like 89 speed, 88 speed, I could maybe put him up a little bit higher on this list. But the fact that Kenny Vaccaro just cannot play coverage puts him like low B tier, debatably high C tier in my opinion. Actually, no, I'm gonna put him high C tier. I don't know. I just wouldn't touch Kenny Vaccaro with a 10-foot pole. I haven't seen him yet. I haven't faced him yet, but probably when I do see this card, I'm going to throw his way every single time because, dude, the guy simply just can't cover. All right, next up is 86 overall Xavier McKinney with 87 speed, 89 acceleration, 80 tackling, 81 play rec, 83 pursuit with 79 man, 82 zone, and 84 hit power. And this card right now, he's honestly not that good in my opinion. But I do feel like down the road with some more upgrades, the way his stats kind of look with like very balanced coverage and run stopping stats, I feel like maybe once this guy gets like a 95 overall, I feel like he could be very, very viable in this game. But right now, Xavier McKinney is simply just a C tier player. All right, next up we have 86 overall free safety Kazee with 88 speed, 89 acceleration, 76 tackling, 82 play rec, 83 pursuit with 78 man, 82 zone, and 83 hit power. And in my opinion, this card is kind of just like he's kind of just a little bit faster than McKinney. So for that reason, I'll put him before McKinney, but neither card is great. If you want a true budget safety, Go get Terrell Edmonds, man. He's a much better option. Actually is fast. And actually has pretty good hit power as well. So for that reason, I'm gonna put KZ at C tier right next to McKinney. All right, so next card up is strong safety, 86 overall, Jaquiski Tartt with 89 speed, 90 acceleration, 80 tackling, 83 play rec, 86 pursuit, 77 man, 84 zone, and 84 hit power. So at 6'1", with that speed, with that acceleration, has good pursuit, has decent zone coverage as well. I do think that Jaquiski Tartt is probably the best out of all these 86 overall safeties that we got. So I'll put Jaquiski like high C tier. Not anything too crazy, but I do think he's probably a high C tier player. A decent budget option, has the speed, has the pursuit, can kind of play some zone coverage if you have chemistries. I mean, you can kind of boost this card the way you want him to. So I feel Jaquiski Tartt, yeah, he's probably a high C tier player in my opinion. All right, so that's going to do it for today's tier list. At S tier, we got Micah Hyde, Taylor Maye, Jamal Adams, Isaiah Simmons, and Brian Dawkins. And at A tier, we got Harmon, James, Marcus Maye, Tyrann Mathieu, Chuck Clark, Adrian Wilson, and Justin Simmons. So honestly, if you're out there rocking anyone at S tier and A tier, you're probably chilling right now. If you have a guy at B tier, they're probably on the verge, phasing out. So I'd probably look to upgrade to a guy who's at A tier. But I'm very happy with how this list turned out. I feel like I kind of put the guys where I wanted them. There are some cards that are up for debate in my opinion, but nonetheless, still a very good tier list. So yeah, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications, and if the video helped you out after the video, be sure to hit that like button. And as always, I'll see you boys in the next one.